come in there. It's an alternative route to get in and
On
out.
the other one.
Because the freeway is
We're off of
yeah, that's just
You want a little more flavor?
backed up frequently.
She went first, I'm sorry. No, my name's Marky. You said that we can email you,
Yes.
but instead of having you have a jar.
And we also passed some notices in the email and the address. Not too long ago, but any chance anybody needs that,
Yeah.
come to the office and I'll.
Anybody doesn't get a card and wants to email me, just talk to Veronica and she will. Now, I try and respond to emails the same day they come in. If they come in before 3, I try and respond to them. If I don't get back to you, please don't panic, but I will respond. If you haven't heard from me in 2 or 3 days, you can nag me again. I get 95 to 110 emails every day. So responding to all of them can take some time. And I have to prioritize those responses. So I'm not ignoring you. And if you don't feel I've responded quickly enough, send me another one, nag me again. My cell phone is on there too, so you have direct access if you want.
When all of this started happening here, I contacted the Oregon Department of Transportation. And when the Gleason Commons came online, that added another additional 350 cars to this one section here. If you turn off this street here, we're gonna add an additional 750 cars going that way, already to a street that's counting 350 additional cars.
Okay.
Oh, would I-
Okay. Getting out that intersection is difficult, and going around that way is.
Just as bad, it's right close to the freeway, that gets backed up
If
right
you
down
shut
here.
that off, you're gonna have an additional 300 and 400 additional cars on this road.
Okay. All right.
Tell you what's next, and then be like.
Thank you.
Like I said, on the other one, you didn't use that. And then we always do.
I said,
Yeah, it's easier to lift it because there's not that much gravel. Compare it.
well, as far as you're concerned, then, for your own needs, would you favor or oppose putting a gate, a fence in? Or you don't care either way? Okay. That's fine, that's fine.
Yes, I would like to know what happened to the petitions that we circulated. We gathered signatures against or for a gate. I'm told that they were put in our record. We gave them directly copies to Kathy Flesher. The day after, every single person who participated in the circulating of that petition received a notice of violation stating that we were responsible for intimidating and harassing people into signing the petition. I would just like to make a statement and say that everyone here is my neighbor, and that's not the way I treat my neighbors. I would like to know why we received those notices and what happened to our signatures.
I don't know anything about those notices, and
They were signed by Kathy Fleecy, and I have her. Pardon me.
That's okay.
And I can go grab the notice that I have at my apartment.
I'm not denying what you're saying, but I don't know what motivated I'm assuming your petition was motivated by
The response that we got was that there was an anonymous complainant that made that complaint against every single one of the residents, including residents that actually had never circulated the petition.
And also some that I know, like I see on a daily
years almost. And I was like kind of thrown back by it when I saw or when I heard that they
I will
were.
see what I can find out. See what I can find out about that, and I will see what I can find out about the petitions. I don't recall anybody forwarding them to me.
Well, now that Kathy is gone and Veronica's here, and that you're here now, we've been told that there's a new culture. But so, when will we see that new culture and management here? Kathy's actually here
That's
today.
something I want to talk about tonight. But as I said, I will see what I can find out about those petitions, where they are,
Okay.
and why warning letters or notices were issued.
Because as an organizer for the tenant union, Lynn, I would like to be able to work with you. We would all like to be able to work with you.
Okay. Yeah, I'll look into it, as I said.
Thank you.
If you have copies of them, please forward it to me. I will-
From what I understand, they're in the file, but I will send them to you.
If there was, you said several dozen people signed them.
We had 30 signatures in less than 24 hours.
If you got them all together, I'd rather have you send them to me than to go through 30 or 40 files. to
Sure.
Take them out.
Okay.
That would make my life a lot easier. And I will get back with you.
Okay.
I appreciate
Thank you,
your
Lynn.
concern. I'm not, excuse me, sir. I'm not going to try and condemn or justify the issuing of any warning notices, but I will look into it and give you a answer of what I found. And I'll talk to the previous portfolio manager down the plot, as well as I'll have a chat with Kathy.
She did sign them.
I'll get back with you.
Thank you.
Going back to the gate.
Okay.
I am all for it if we can get a pedestrian crossing of some sort for everybody here. If not, no, but I am in the car sometimes with people that do drive. But the big thing is, and that's true, and I understand that, but also my concern has been like with elderly people that they rely on that to even get their milk, to get their things that they need, that's a quicker way for them. And people that have lived here for years. And that's my concern. But yeah, if we can get it.
Now, is there any, you say pedestrian access, is there anything that your thoughts on what would work for you? Are we looking at a turnstile, or a gate with a key, or a gate that opens only one way?
With a card, it would be probably better financially, maybe for money-wise for you guys, because cards, and I understand like if they're giving out this or that, but if you can automatically, because I've worked with where you just got cards of any sort, you can just automatically cancel, and they're inexpensive. You wouldn't have to worry about
So a gate with some type of a key card access.
a key card, yeah, where you go through each one and you can if something happens,
What about a gate that was on rollers that would, like driveway access, that you swipe the card and it would roll open?
for driving through?
And then you can either drive through or walk through, and then it shuts automatically.
Yeah, my concern was just being able to get through.
Okay. Because if we had a card reader such as they have in many garages
And I understand like the security issue, like with actual fees or anything like that, because you know you get a copy of it, that kind of thing. But yeah, as long as there's access.
Okay, that's important to you. Okay, good. Excellent.
I know you had a question, and then he's next.
Hey, Veronica, I think Ben was actually next. Sorry.
I'm sorry, I wasn't sure.
Are you
You're next. Okay.
Ben?
Yes. Who signed the contract and the date? Which is just one whole unit.
That would have had to be approved by ownership and forward.
Okay? What did it say? Did it be the whole amount? You understand? Or was there some withheld until the completion was satisfactory completion?
I haven't seen the contract, so I really can't say.
That's something you should look into.
I think he asks.
What's the, I'm not sure what your concern is.
My concern is some of the people here were sent a notice that they were going to be responsible work stopping. I think that's unfair. Unless something, you don't sign a contract.
Yeah, okay, I see where you're going. I'm not aware of any notices that were sent out warning people about interfering with workers. If you have a copy that's been sent to me, that'd be
No, I'm not interfering with workers. They got letters saying that they owe a certain amount for work stopping.
$50 was the total. The gentleman Joe that was here earlier, he received one. Jennifer actually,
if you've got them,
unfortunately,
send them to
received
me,
one
I'll
as well.
review them. I'm not familiar with. I haven't seen anything like that.
Donna as well.
Even before this meeting, it sounds like a lot of people are against this idea. Of the game. He brought up a very good point. You guys can assign a contract without even looking it over.
What does that have to do with what we're talking about?
Well, on the gate, you guys said, well, have you looked at the contract? You said no. So how are you going to
You guys, just to play devil's advocate, what he's basically saying is that it's Home Forward's property. That IPM here is to manage the property for Home Forward. Home Forward is actually the owner, the one who signed the contract. So Lynn wouldn't actually know that information, in my opinion.
Now, the other point I want to bring up is that I've watched this property quite a bit. From what I can see, there's only 2 fire departments on this property. One over there and one by the back entrance. Let's say, God forbid, there's a fire. That the truck can't get access to that connection. That gate malfunctions. Then what?
I would tell you that the fire department will drive right through that gate. If they for some reason it can't be opened, sorry, but they will drive right through it. They will stop because it's a life emergency. So
Yeah,
but they're not going to mess around with
the
it.
door. They'll just break down the door
Yeah,
to
right.
get in. So
Yeah,
that's-
they're done. Drive right through it.
That's an option. It could, that's a possibility.
There are people that do enter that way, though, pretty much 24 hours a day. So sure, I think we should all get a key. If we all live here and we're all trusted enough to live here, then we all should be able to be trusted enough to bring in.
Before anything is finalized, I will make sure that we tell everybody, okay, this is what we're going to do, and here's the options. I don't know that we're going to put it out for a vote, but I do know that the ownership is interested in learning what the community feels about it.
And I think the gentleman after he wants to talk, he wasn't going to translate.
Okay.
So, por favor.
Ok, yo hace 12 años que vivo aquí.
Been living here for 12 years.
Tengo alguna experiencia en cuanto a las medidas de seguridad. En cuanto a que trabajé para los órganos de la seguridad en Cuba durante 30 años. Y el único lugar vulnerable que he visto para la seguridad de esta comunidad ha sido Central. Por ejemplo, todas las personas que no tienen carro y viajan desde el downtown y otros lugares en el Max, nunca caminan por aquí. Caminan por ahí. Borrachos, drogados.
Can you speak up? I don't think people can hear you.
I'm sorry, Brett got it.
Con broncas. 8, también. Ahí hay un bar.
There's also a bar.
¿Sí? Y después de las 2:30 que se termina la bebida,
After that place is closed,
todo el cruce por ahí.
all the process is from here.
yo he tenido diversos problemas con personas solamente porque después que terminan de tomar ahí y de jugar en las maquinitas y se les acaba el dinero, vienen y son capaces de dar ahí por un cigarro. A veces yo salgo a tomar bien tarde en la noche. Tengo una pistola de 9 milímetros legal y salgo con ella a tomar. Porque por un cigarro me han dicho que te voy. Ah, no. Oh, I'm sorry. Y yo pienso que realmente el cerrar esa vía ahí constituye algunas incomodidades para algunos. Pero solamente constituye un problema para las personas que vivimos aquí. Para mí constituye un problema porque vivo ahí. Ahora, si yo viviera en el edificio aquel de atrás, me daba lo mismo salir por ahí que venir por aquí.
Can you translate to him what about the access that we were talking about?
Right. Entonces, yo creo por encima de la seguridad de la comunidad no debe haber nada. Que por encima de la seguridad de la comunidad no debe haber nada.
No debe de haber nada en qué manera.
Que no debe haber nada. El hecho de que tenga que caminar un poco y eso constituya más seguridad para la comunidad es bueno.
Porque usted está diciendo que no hay ningún problema si tuvieran que caminar.
Yo no veo ningún problema.
Okay. I have to make sure that I clarify that. What I want to clarify is what do you mean that there's not a problem for people to walk a more distance in the communities that we have close to this game? I'm having the problem with it. So I just want to make sure I clarify.
Anteriormente no había una casa de venta de marihuana.
Before we didn't have that shop, but I want to shop on that corner.
Ahora viene a las 10, a las 11, a las 11:30, se paran los carros ahí porque el otro tiene autorización para comprar marihuana y entonces el carro escondido ahí y el otro parado acá y el otro, y es un problema. Finalmente, si esa calle no existiera, usted tiene que caminar por aquí o por allá, por no sé dónde. Yo no veo ningún gran problema porque se quiere.
I want to thank you for taking the time to express your concerns and that what you're saying.
Sorry for speaking Spanish, that is my first language.
I understood some of it. I appreciate your translation.
This is my secretary.
There's two issues here that have to be addressed, and two very valid arguments, very valid concerns. One is the security issues around that access. There are those who feel that there's an unwanted element that comes in that way and is causing problems at the property. And that's a legitimate concern. There are people who have access issues, as many of you have already commented on, where the ability to go in and out that area is very much wanted. And we have to come up with a decision that balances the security with people's access issues. And I'm sure that we're not going to get a solution that everybody's happy with. But does anybody else have concerns with the security around the property, particularly with that access being open and with unwanted people coming? Okay, could you talk about that?
Maybe a few weeks ago, maybe not even that. There have been drug needles on the sides of the road back there, and drug needles found in the bushes between my apartment and Joseph's, between 51 and 53. 51 and 53. There was drug needles, paraphernalia, inside those bushes. Now, I don't want to make assumptions, but there's a pot shop up there. There's of course that bar, and a lot of walking traffic coming in through that gate. Also, I am for a gate, key gate. I don't know how to say it, but I want access for people that live here, have lived here, will live here. But I don't want to see problems continuing going from there. However, if there's going to be a gate up there, why not have a gate going around the whole property?
Yeah, that was just gonna put one gate right here. This is still open because, you know, it's just gonna come in a different way. Can I address that?
Just 1 second. The problems with unwanted, undesirables, drugs, needles, paraphernalia, whatever, is that an issue that has always been there, or has it been exacerbated or grown since the marijuana shop went in?
Exacerbated since the law, marijuana law. So I think it's been exacerbated.
I totally agree with her. I was out walking falls behind the leaves and everywhere. I have to watch them walking through like the leaves there. So I am for a gate as long as there's some sort of access which would solve the security thing to a certain point. I understand. You can't stop everybody from locating. Let people, I don't know, but it to a certain point it will make it safer
And honestly, I
and
have
solve
health issues.
a
No, I'd
little
like to
bit
go to
at
the
least
store.
of the drug needles and worrying and getting bugged for a you might they get yelled for a cigarette, but feeling threatened to that.
So you would support a solution that
Would still make
puts a
access.
gate or of some sort up there, that residents would have access to be able to go through, but that would prevent
Anybody
others
that do not live here
that
from
do not
coming in.
live here. Okay.
Then you got the bums going.
And I like the whole idea of the gate going all the way around because that would guarantee like extra security.
Yeah, I don't live here, but I help my sister-in-law with her kids. So if you guys are planning to do the dates, would I be able to get a leash?
Probably not.
So how would I
They would
get
be
it?
issued to residents only.
So a resident would have senior to let you in.
Correct.
That's just going to my
The policy would probably be written that you have to be on the lease. Pardon?
If you wrote in a letter to you guys saying this is what.
No, I would write the policy that says you have to be on the lease or
Or some sort of getting your ID secured, like that kind of information, so you can.
Because
Most
that's
details
what I
can
went
be
to
worked
other
out.
apartments. I went to the manager to say, this is the days I work, here's my ID, here's my number, here's all my work history. Because she needs to be considered a
If the resident gives you their key, that's fine. That's up to the resident. It's just like you're babysitting for her and she gives you a key to her home, that's her decision. But you would have to issue your own key to the house or to the gate. Okay?
If you make that a nice secluded area back there, while it's all on, I think the drug use is gonna get worse. That's what they're looking for, nice quiet spots to go do their drugs in. They'll just walk right back there, there'll be less traffic.
Not if they don't have a key though.
And there will be.
They're just gonna walk around this
That's what
way.
I'm saying, like the whole place
Jails don't have accesses. Jail doesn't have access to enter and out. Exit. Entry, exit.
Yeah.
Ingress, egress.
If you do put a gate, make sure we can get through it. I would recommend it right in line with that sidewalk.
Well, the original, I believe the original proposal was a sliding thing that would allow, be open and allow even, semis and fire trucks to get through. So your scooter would certainly accommodate that, if that's the route that was going, but
I just want
if
to
there's a
bring it up
gate
so
put
you can
in,
think about it.
there will be access for mobility devices.
Thank you.
En más de 4 o 5 ocasiones he vivido limpiar el agua.
Yeah, it's in every parking lot in the country.
Después que salen los baños, aquí no hay baño. Y en 2 o 3 ocasiones me llamé que fui a la puerta. Yo creo,
I'll bring that up to the manager.
yo creo el pasado año en Francia hubo 130 muertos y 326 heridos. Y ahora los especialistas de seguridad han concluido que eso sucedió por obviar ciertas medidas de seguridad. Por lo que yo creo que para la seguridad de las personas no puede haber incomodidad ninguna.
We want the property to be as secure as it can be, without, who made the comment, making it a jail. That's nobody wants to live in that kind of environment.
Y la persona, disculpe, me llama mucho la atención que las 2 o 3 primeras personas que se opusieron a poner una puerta ahí no están aquí. Parece que no les interesa mucho la seguridad, sino salir a fumar.
The one or two people that they being against to put that fence, they're not even here to say what they think about this.
I know see here.
There are people here who are expressing concerns against the fence, whether or not they have mobility issues or access issues or whatever. It's an issue, it's a concern, and it's our obligation as property managers to find a way to appropriately address the security concerns and to address the access concerns. Those are the two issues. Are there any other issues about that besides security, besides access, that are bothering people? Or have I pretty well summarized it with those two? One of the things, thank you.
And a camera. Cameras are already out. Why was the right there?
One of the things that we got an electrician out here today, looking at the outside lighting and identifying what lights are not working, and identifying what lights are not working effectively. So and I'm waiting for that report. It says, okay, you need to make these changes. Change these lights here, here, and here. Add lights here, here, and here. To improve the lighting. Outside lighting is one of the things that you focus on. So that's being looked at. Okay? Whether or not it addresses the undesirables that appear to be some people feel are coming on here, I don't know.
So when I say that I feel very unsafe to come here, I see when we under this stairwell, it's pitch black, and I had to feel like I was scared.
Let's
there's a power outage in the southeast building. The entire southeast building lights are completely out, and the breezeways and the security spotlights.
Well, I've noticed this years past, it's out of sync for a while.
Before I get help us identify those issues, and that would help me if you could, Eli, if you could notify management the lights in this stairwell are not working.
For sure.
And so that we make sure we know about that, because she may not know about it, and the electrician may not have been able to identify it during the day.
I just noticed it tonight.
Yeah. So it's in the
Personally, I'm not sure.
What I've noticed is every year when the time changes.
Then it sounds like they're on timers and not photocells.
They haven't been changed.
And I'm sorry that it's have an electrician working and trying to fix the lights yesterday, and then we have the rain, and then yesterday going all over. So we don't get notified for the tenants at the same time. You know, I have to drive around. Some of the people they see me at 6 in the morning when I'm here at 6, 7 in the morning, and I'm walking, you know, the property and see that there's any lights. That's something that is going to happen in the next few days. And just find anything like that. Just let us know as soon as possible.
Well, the timer's off.
We can fix that.
We can fix that.
Sorry?
Hey, Doris.
I live in the same building.
Okay.
I came here.
They're on now. They're on now. They're on now.
We need to identify where those timers are. I don't know if the site staff knows.
Some of the tenants notified me.
Somebody always brought the laundry room up.
I did. Yes. Go ahead and bring it up again. You know, the more we bring it up, I'm the one that brought it up.
One time tonight.
Yeah.
And it's just trampled to death.
Yeah, well, actually, I only brought it up once, and the fence is overlooked it. I would bring it up if I were you. Just mention it, and then, you know, even if they say we've already talked about it, it still plants it back.
Well, this is the only meeting we're gonna have.
From as of now, from what I understand, this is one meeting that they've scheduled. I'm going to, at the next meeting, the 10 meeting that we're holding here, I'm going to ask people to vote on whether or not we'd like to have Lynn come to the next one for January, for January 3rd, or whichever the first Tuesday of January. Because I think that in this, we have somebody at least that will
Do
be
you have
open
to
to this.
have access for cars, or can we just have an access for pedestrians? Is that a reasonable compromise? So you're saying we need,
But if the whole thing is gonna get,
we're not gonna gate the whole property.
okay, then,
That's not an option.
yeah, kinda. I don't drive, but I can see everybody's concern about it. My dad's in high school there. I can see why if there's gonna be a gate, as long as, there's not.
I'm gonna go to the security cameras. There is still spots. They've already put up security cameras. And I understand there are residents that disagree with having them. But you have enough opportunity. There's spots that they are not on, but I don't believe they are. I mean, if you're going to entrances to, and I for the safety of my kids, for the fact that there are, you know, people that come in and throw the garbage. I would like to, I mean, come in, so make sure that every area is covered.
Well, one of the things that is on my list to do is a review of the security cameras, what areas they covered, areas they don't cover. And do we want to cover every square inch of the property? Or, you know, why was one thing I'm not aware of how the decision was made for Cameron to be here focused on that area, or Cameron to be here focused on that area, no focus on this area. and what is needed, and then we can take a look at that.
My children are the biggest, safety wise.
Everybody around here will take them over here. You guys have a camera? Because that's basically, it's not fair to the kids that live here. You have to go before that they're suffering.
I don't know why the pool may have been closed for the summer. It may have been chemicals or equipment or circulation problems. It had nothing to do with who was or wasn't using it. So when the pool opens up again in the spring, then we'll address those issues.
Some kids don't have parents there, but the parents keep telling the other kids that you have to go have
The pool, the rules for use of the pool have to be followed. And generally,
I'm not
people
sure
who don't
if they
live here
look
should
at the camera before and tell the people that their kids, to talk to the grown-ups, the parents about it.
Sure. Yeah, you have it.
Oh, as what she was saying about how people do dig in the trash. The trash can that I am by gets filled up pretty quick, and that's the one that I see so many people going over there.
Trying to get out of here, Ben? You trying to get out of here?
Come in from this
Okay,
road.
stop now. Not yet.
I would see people throwing trash, I would see people taking the trash, and recycling. One guy followed me and my kids to Fred Meyer's and asked me to take Fred Meyer's. He was running out while we were busting out, so I felt concerned. So we stayed in Fred Meyer's. Somebody just walked us home because I was like, hey, I just think in my apartment is taking in the trash. So that's
Great.
like fees are for yeah.
Because I noticed since the cameras, we have not. I may have seen just one dumpster diver. Whereas before,
There's more dumpster divers with this dumpster over here.
By the where we want to put the gate.
I haven't seen.
And you know, the thing is, I'm all for like people, if they need cans do their thing, but the fact is that there's certain times where you just don't know the type of person they are, and for safety.
One thing I want to review is the lighting around the dumpster areas and the cameras around those areas too. And
And on entrances.
so we'll see. Those things are. We had a comment for them.
I was just gonna say that I really appreciated the balance of conversation between safety, as well as access, because in crime prevention, that's always the balance we're trying to achieve. What we call fencing like that is called access control, and it's one of the tenets of crime prevention. You want to make sure you're keeping your environment as safe as possible, and you're keeping out things that could affect your livability of your everyday life, like finding things that you're finding in your complex. But at the same time, access is also important. So I like what I'm hearing, that there's trying to find this compromise because I think that's really what is necessary. Because as we're hearing, access is important, but safety is just as important. So I just wanted to say I was really pleased to hear, because that's the goal.
It's a good balance.
There's like this big index.
Yo quería decir, recalcar también que ese lugar ahí no da acceso a ningún centro comercial vital.
That entrance up here doesn't give any access to any, it's already, ¿ninguna que
Centro comercial.
no sé, commercial center up here, unless
Los centros comerciales vitales son Winco y Primario.
ones that there's a Windsor primary to
There are a number of people here
Cuidado,
who feel they need to go out that way to access
Es sent away
streets and
here and here, por the Fred Meyer, por the wing. Ahí solamente hay chicle, chiro, cerveza y cigarro.
I'm sorry, could you translate that?
Over there
Yeah.
is not for life. And the food is Fred Meyer and the wing. It's only chiro, chicle, beer, and cigarette.
Okay, that's extremely offensive.
Yo creo que la democracia para la discusión de cualquier tema es muy buena. Pero cuando se trata de la seguridad de la persona, por ejemplo, en el 2001, en el 11 de septiembre, cuando murieron más de 3.000 personas en la Torre Gemela, por apertura y por democracia.
Sir, before you leave, did you have anything you wanted to add to the discussion or anything special you wanted to? I wanted to make sure that
Smart husband.
He's got school and homework, so I'm sending him home with the boys.
it's getting kind of
Por apertura y democracia, en el 2001, los terroristas, los 19 terroristas que volaron la Torre Gemela, donde murieron más de 3.000 personas, se les dio entrada a los Estados Unidos, se entrenaron en la Florida, se hicieron pilotos y volaron la Torre Gemela. Lo que significa que cuando se trata de seguridad no hay tanta democracia ni mucho menos, hay que tomar medidas radicales.
safety is something we probably have to, as she was saying, balance it, access.
Over the table,
We can't live in a jail.
nothing over.
Nobody wants to live in a jail. Hang on, just a second. Yes, sir. We can discuss that in another time. It's a good idea.
Matter of fact, Lynn, just real quick, thank you again for letting us meet here at the community room every Tuesday of each month. I would like to, at our next meeting, I would like to ask people if we'd like to have a vote and ask whether or not you could come to our January meeting so that possibly we can speak about these issues.
Okay, I'd be happy to.
Okay, this goes back to the safety issue now. People saying about the dumpsters. Three of them. Four. I don't know the area get time. You know that. You know what I mean? So, and this is before and after. Now the second one is this Friday night just passed when I got home from work. You guys need to have a discussion with the security that patrols here because that's random. I was stopped. I asked my next one, I said, yeah, well, you go to your door, I felt very inconvenienced. And I said, that's why do I need to do that? And he didn't say a word as to why I was being stopped for any particular reason. Well, he seen me walking out of my door and walk down the street.
Veronica.
And if I'm not the information why I'm being stopped,
If that happens again, you could get the officer's name and I can talk with my office. Say this
it was Taylor.
when did it happen?
Friday night.
This past Friday?
Yeah.
I will see what.
That's one person she said I didn't need it. I'm exactly just like how a federal police officer.
We want them to pay attention to who's here and to be vigilant. So that we hire who undesirables are. But
They're really not here enough to know who the undesirables are unless they're acting undesirably.
What I'm curious about also, you know, it's good to have the community come together and keep an eye on each other. And I'm wondering, so if there is, we were talking earlier about how if there's something going on, contact the police, you know, that you guys are finding out, and I think that's great. I'm wondering, are the residents that, whether it was called at their area, are they contacting